Hello students, today we are going to see chapter number 2, Sources of History. Topics covered in this lesson: various sources of history, the need to preserve sources of history. Students, we are going to see first point of our lesson, various sources of history. Now you see the picture of coins here. These coins are having date of manufacture on it. Likewise, earlier coins were also having the date of manufacture on it. So these coins give us information. There are clues that tells something about the past. Coins and other such clues are called as sources of history. Many things have happened and millions of peoples have lived on the earth before us. They have left many different clues. So the peoples who are living millions years before, they have left different type of clues. Now these different types of clues give us idea of that particular type. We learn about the past only through these sources of history that experts have been able to study and understand. Now there are four main sources of history. Which are they? Coins, artifact and monuments. Artifact means what? The art and craft done at that time, painting and drawing. Monuments means what? The old buildings which were built on that time. Written material, whatever the written material of that time, past time. And oral sources. What do you mean by oral sources? Like the stories which are told by our forefathers, the stories of great heroes of that time, that is called as oral sources. Students, now we are going to see coins in detail. Coins give lot of information. The name or picture on a coin tells us about the ruler or the king who has made this coin. The date tells us when the ruler has been established this coin. The writing on the coin tells which language was used on that time. If the coin is made up of gold or silver, it tells us about the kingdom was wealthy. Wealthy means what? The kingdom was rich. The earlier coins were not well made. They were just made of bit of metal with deep marks. Coin making got better over the centuries. Now next point, artifact and monuments. Things made and used by earlier people are called as artifacts. Household goods, things made of clay like dishes or toys. Jewelry and coins are some artifacts that has been found. The study of such artifacts and the building of earlier time is called as archaeology, and the expert in archaeology is called as archaeologist. So what is the archaeology? Students, the study of such artifacts and the buildings of earlier time is known as archaeology. From artifacts, archaeologists learn how people lived in earlier times. For example, a clay toy with wheels tells archaeologists that people knew how to use clay to make toys. They can also guess that people may have had vehicles with wheels at that time. Very often, artifacts are buried underground. Archaeologists uncover them by digging very carefully. In some places, they have found whole town buried underground. Now by seeing the picture, a clay toy from ancient Greek, it tells us about that time the peoples were having the idea of making toys with the help of clay. And you can see the wheels in the picture. These wheels tells us that people have idea of using the wheels. Now how these artifacts were found? Archaeologists dig the ground very carefully, and under this ground they found this artifact. Now here is another picture where peoples are digging the ground underground and they are finding the artifacts there. Then another, we are seeing the pyramid of Egypt. This picture is the pyramid of Egypt, having been standing for over 4,600 years. There are writing, paintings and artifacts inside this pyramid. Tells us lot of about ancient Egyptian. Now here is another historical monument, the Taj Mahal, which is in India. It is nearly 400 years ago. It is decorated with precious stone, which tells the ruler who built it, Shah Jahan, was wealthy. He was very wealthy. That's why he has used the precious stone to build this Taj Mahal. Next point of the lesson is written records. Written records or written material are writing from earlier times. Sometimes these are language like Sanskrit that people can read. Many ancient Indian books are written in Sanskrit. So ancient language is Sanskrit. Sometimes ancient writing are in a language which nobody can read. In such cases, experts have to work very hard to understand the writing. It is very like trying to read a secret writing. Written records are of different types. Sometimes a king or someone else in his court, the people around him wrote about his rule. This is how we know lot of about our Indian rulers like Babur and Akbar. Here is a picture which is wrote by Babur, who was a ruler when he was 12 years old, just a little older than you. Babur loved nature. He has described the animals and plants of India. Such paintings are also sources of history. Now you can see on the picture the animals and plant. Next picture is about Huang Sang, who came to India from China more than 1300 years ago. He came to study Buddhism, the religion that follow the teaching of Buddha, who has lived in India. His writing give lot of information about India of that time. People who were not ruled wrote about their lives or about their time in which they lived. Some foreign visitor wrote about the places that they visit. Many visitors to India describe the things that they saw. Their writings are important source of information about India's history. Religious books also give us idea of earlier time. Hindu religious book written by earlier people called Aryans, they help us to understand how Aryans lived. Written records are also found on rocks, stones or metals, and these are called as inscription. You can see a picture here where the inscription is written on the pillar put by Ashoka. Ashoka, who was born over 2300 years ago, through such inscription. Oral sources, the stories, songs and poems are called as oral sources. When your family talk to you about their earlier life, that is a part of a family history. People have told stories verbally about how they live. These are called as oral sources. Songs, poems or folk tales of that time is called as an historical event of that time. From this historical learn about things which may not be found in written record. The need to preserve the sources. We learnt about the past only to the sources of history. Every source can tell a story. By looking sources carefully and trying to understand them, archaeologists and historians get a picture of a people event of the past. This is why everybody should realize how important it is to take care of all historical sources. So students, we should take care of all our historical sources. Archaeologists, historians and other people all need to look after the historical sources. For example, in a time of war, museums that preserve lot of historical sources are in danger. People who worked at such museums at that time hide their artifacts and brought them out again when the peace returned. They preserved the knowledge for us all. Values and life skill gained by this lesson. To respect the historical building and monuments. Old photographs, letters and papers are useful. So this is the end of chapter 2. Thank you students.